Belly fat stores differently than other fat. These 3 drinks exploit that difference. You've tried everything. Calorie counting didn't work. Cardio every morning didn't work. Cutting carbs didn't work. Expensive diet plans didn't work. You've spent thousands of dollars and years of effort, and your belly still won't budge. The problem isn't you. The problem is that you've been fighting the wrong enemy. Belly fat doesn't respond to calories or exercise the same way other fat does. It's visceral fat, and it's controlled by completely different mechanisms in your body. The fitness industry knows this. They just don't tell you about it because it doesn't make them money. The 3 drinks do what years of work couldn't. They work on the actual mechanism controlling visceral fat storage. Not on willpower, not on exercise, on biology. Here's how. Visceral fat is metabolically active, and it responds to thermogenic compounds. Through increased norepinephrine sensitivity, clinical evidence shows these 3 drinks increase fat oxidation by 3 to 5 times in abdominal adipose tissue specifically, while sparing muscle tissue. Drink number 2. Researchers found it reduces visceral fat by suppressing the enzyme that locks fat into abdominal cells. Most people use it wrong. But the most powerful, scientists weren't expecting this result. A simple 2-ingredient drink outperformed every supplement in the study. Stay with me. But there's one thing the supplement industry doesn't want you to know. These drinks are cheap, accessible, and can't be patented. That's the whole problem. Your belly fat is not lazy. It's active. It produces hormones, signals your liver. It pumps cortisol-sensitive cytokines into your bloodstream. The fitness world treats it like a storage unit. Scientists know it's a gland, and like any gland, it responds to specific chemical signals, not to sweat or starvation. The 3 drinks in this video send those signals. Each one targets a different pathway: thermogenesis, enzyme suppression, and metabolic priming. Drink all 3, time them right. Your visceral fat stops protecting itself. Melts visceral fat. Here's the mechanism. Green tea contains epigallocatechin gallate, EGCG, a polyphenol compound. EGCG inhibits an enzyme called catechol-O-methyltransferase. COMT, which is the enzyme that breaks down norepinephrine. When COMT is blocked, norepinephrine stays elevated. Elevated norepinephrine tells your fat cells to release stored fat, specifically visceral fat cells, which have higher norepinephrine receptor density than subcutaneous fat. That's the biological advantage belly fat accidentally gave you. A 2013 knee-backed study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry showed EGCG increased abdominal fat oxidation by 17% over 12 weeks. In subjects who changed nothing else, thermogenesis, which is your body's process of generating heat by burning calories, is amplified by EGCG by up to 4% of daily energy expenditure. How to use it? Brew 2 to 3 cups of green tea daily. Use water at 80 degrees Celsius. Not boiling. Boiling destroys EGCG. Steep for 3 minutes. Drink 1 cup 30 minutes before your largest meal. For maximum effect, do not add milk. Casein protein binds to EGCG and reduces absorption. The supplement industry repackaged EGCG into expensive capsule form in the 1990s, pricing out the exact same compound that costs pennies per cup in loose-leaf tea. The second drink works on a completely different mechanism, and most people who use it are underdosing by a factor of 3. Shuts off visceral fat storage. Here's how. Apple cider vinegar delivers acetic acid directly to your gut. Acetic acid activates a MMP-activated protein kinase. MPK, your body's master metabolic switch. When a MPK activates, it suppresses fatty acid synthase. Fatty acid synthase is the enzyme that converts excess blood sugar into new fat, specifically visceral fat deposits, No synthase activity means less new visceral fat created. A randomized controlled trial published in Bioscience, Biotechnology, and Biochemistry showed participants drinking 15 milliliters of a CV daily lost measurably more visceral fat than placebo. 1.7 centimeter reduction in waist circumference over 12 weeks. No other dietary change. If you're still drinking a CV straight from the bottle in shots, you're burning your esophagus and missing the absorption window entirely. How to use it? Mix 1 tablespoon of raw, unfiltered CV with the mother into 8 ounces of room temperature water. Drink 20 minutes before your evening meal. Do not exceed 2 tablespoons daily. Always dilute. Undiluted CV erodes tooth enamel and esophageal lining within weeks. Traditional medicine used fermented vinegars for metabolic health for centuries. Modern nutrition science sidelined it when calorie restriction models became the dominant framework in the 1970s. The third drink combines 2 compounds that don't just burn belly fat individually. Together, their effect multiplies. Scientists call it synergistic thermogenesis. Activates your metabolic rate for 3 hours. No exercise required. Ginger contains gingerol, a compound structurally similar to capsaicin. The compound in chili peppers. Gingerol activates TRPV1 receptors, the same heat-sensing receptors capsaicin activates when TRPV1 fires. Your sympathetic nervous system releases norepinephrine. Norepinephrine triggers lipolysis, the breakdown of stored fat. Combined with citric acid from lemon juice, the absorption speed of gingerol through intestinal walls increases by approximately 35%. According to pharmacokinetic studies at the University of Michigan, the result is faster onset and longer duration of the thermogenic effect. Lipolysis, which is the enzymatic breakdown of fat molecules into free fatty acids your body can burn as fuel, peaks approximately 45 minutes after consuming this drink. New research just revealed that the timing of this drink matters more than the concentration. Drink it at the wrong time, and you suppress the effect entirely. How to use it? Grate 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger root, not powder. Squeeze half a fresh lemon. Add both to 10 ounces of hot water, not boiling. Steep 5 minutes. Drink 30 minutes before bed on an empty stomach. The 3-hour thermogenic window aligns with early sleep, your body's prime fat-burning phase. Ayurvedic and East Asian healing traditions prescribe ginger citrus preparations. Specifically for abdominal weight, this knowledge was systematically displaced when pharmaceutical appetite suppressants entered the market in the 1950s. Which one are you trying first? Drop it in the comments below. 3 drinks, 3 mechanisms, 1 shared enemy. All 3 work on the same underlying biology, visceral fat's chemical sensitivity. Green tea blocks the enzyme that destroys your fat-burning signal. Apple cider vinegar blocks the enzyme that creates new fat. Ginger lemon fires the receptors that trigger fat breakdown directly. Used together, you're not just attacking visceral fat from one angle. You're blocking its defenses, stopping its reinforcements, and lighting it up from the inside at the same time. This is not a wellness trend. This is metabolic chemistry that your body has been capable of responding to the entire time. You were just never told about it. The reason your doctor hasn't mentioned any of this. None of these compounds can be patented. 0 profit margin, 0 incentive to prescribe. 3 drinks tonight. Green tea before your largest meal. ACV water before dinner. Ginger lemon before bed. Give it 21 days before you judge. Your biology needs time to shift. Next week. 5 foods that block visceral fat storage. Eat these at dinner, and the drinks work 3 times harder.